What's going on, guys? ProfessorLou here. Welcome back to my lab. I know it's been a while since I've posted a video. With the holidays, I have a job, and I've been playing a lot of the VGC trying to build my team for the current meta. But without further ado, I'm back, and today we're going to be giving you a deck profile for the updated Volcanion list. It's a list that I'm going to be playing tomorrow, actually, at the League Cup. Alright, guys, so let's go right into the profile. We're gonna go down here to Volcanion League Cup. Alright, now this list is gonna be similar to my last list with just a few little differences here and there. We're still gonna play the 2 copies of Shaman because unfortunately, while it's still League 1 standard, we have to. Then we're going to be running 3 copies instead of 4 copies of the Volcanion. Now, ideally, I do want to start with this card, but I don't want to draw into it late game. So 3 just seems like it's enough, and we're only using Power Heater. Very rarely will I use Steam Artillery, but for 1 Fire Energy does 20 damage, and I get to choose 2 of my bench Pokemon and add a Fire Energy to them. Now this is the main attacker still. Run 4 copies of Volcanion EX for its ability Steam Up, and its attack is pretty beefy as well. Once during my turn before my attack, I can discard a Fire Energy from my hand and increase the attack of all my basic Fire Pokemon by 30 damage, including itself. So this Volcanic Key, the base is 130. With 1 Steam Up goes to 160, 190, 220, and so on and so forth. And its attack is 2 Fire and a colorless. And then this Pokemon can attack next turn. But as you've seen in some of my other videos, there's plenty of ways to get around this. A Switch, a Floatstone, a Pokemon Ranger, and so on and so forth. Then we're going to be running 1 copy of Hoopa EX, exclusively for its ability Scoundrel Ring. When I play this card from my hand, I can search my deck for up to 3 EXs and put it into my hand. Now, originally this list had a Salamence EX, but I couldn't find one in time for tomorrow, so I'm not going to play the Salamence. I'm still playing the 1 copy of the Energy Reset, just because this card is too good in my opinion. Put as many energy cards attached to my Pokemon into my hand. Late game, this card is phenomenal if I have to get like the 1 big attack off. And I'm going to be running 2 copies of Energy Retrieval. Put 2 basic energy cards from my discard pile into my hand. Again, is huge. And going back to this Energy Reset, no one sees it coming. I play it all the time, and people are still like, what does that card do? It wins, is what it does. I play the 1 copy of Escape Rope just because Escape Rope is amazing in this deck. Each player switches their active Pokemon with one of their bench. Your opponent chooses first, of course. 4 copies of Max Elixir, pretty standard. I play 11 Fire Energies, so I look at the top 6 cards of my deck. Any basic energy I find there, I can attach it to one of my bench Pokemon, basic Pokemon. One thing I do notice a lot with players is that when they Max Elixir, they don't look at all 6 cards. If the first card's an energy, they attach. I personally like to look at all 6 cards. That way I get to see what's in my deck, especially if it's early on or turn 1 or whatnot. Let me know down below if you guys do the same thing or not. And then this is the big difference in the deck from last time, is now I'm playing the 4 copies of Puzzle of Time, because this can literally change the game. Whether if I'm going to lose, this can really help me win. Sometimes you can play it for the first one. If I play 1, I can play up to 2 Puzzle of Times at one time. If I play 1, I can look at the top 3 cards, put them back in any order. And if I play 2 at the same time, I can put 2 cards from my discard pile onto my hand, and that could be anything. 2 energies, the Hoopa, VS Seeker, anything, any 2 cards. The 1 copy of Switch, because it's really good in this deck. Because if Volcanion attacks the turn before and you switch it to the bench, it resets. You can come back up, and then it can attack. Play the 3 copies of Trainer's Mail. I did see the guy who topped at the last regional or he didn't top, I think he finished 9th place or something, that he elected to not play Trainer's Mail and instead play 4 copies of Pokemon Catcher. I just don't like flipping coins, so I elected to continue playing Trainer's Mail. And if you don't know what it does, I look at the top 4 cards of my deck. I can reveal any trainer card except Trainer's Mail and put it onto my hand, shuffle my deck afterwards. 4 copies of Ultra Ball, because as long as it's available in Standard, I'm going to play it. I discard 2 cards from my hand, and I can search my deck for any Pokemon. Now, I can discard 2 Fire Energies, search for Hoopa, ideally, early on. And then when I attack with this Volcanion, they're the 2 fire energies. So essentially, you get to Ultra Ball for free. 4 copies of Via Seeker. I can put a supporter card from my discard pile onto my hand. Card's amazing. There's nothing much really to say about that card. 2 copies of Lysander, just because it is Lysander. Switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon with his or her active Pokemon. Amazing card. Amazing, amazing card. And then we play 3 copies of N. Only one of the full art ones, though. And N, if you don't know what it does, each player shuffles his or her hand into their deck and then draws for the number of prize cards that are remaining. 1 copy of Pokemon Ranger. Remove all effects of attacks on each player until hit on his or her Pokemon, active Pokemon. So that means that if Volcanion EX attacked the last turn, it negates this effect that says that this Pokemon can attack during your next turn. We play 3 copies of Professor Sycamore. Discard my hand and draw 7. Pretty standard. Then for my stadium of choice, I play 2 copies of Parallel City. Now I know Parallel City hurts me on both sides, because one side it weakens me for fire or water by 20, and the other side I reduce my bench. But Volcanion is Mega Rayquaza is a very big deal in this deck. So reducing their bench to 3 is huge, especially if it's just for the 1 turn. Plus I have ways to get back this 20 damage with Volcanion EX. This is huge right here. And also there's a lot of increase of Gardevoir players who are playing 4 copies of Shaman onto their bench. And that's also partly the reason why I wanted to play the Salamence in this deck. Unfortunately, I couldn't get one. Is because it's attacked for a fire and a double colorless, does 10 damage plus 50 more for each EX on your opponent's bench. So it really, really punishes the Gardevoir players and the Mega Ray players. Then we play just a 1 copy of Fighting Fury Belt because it really makes this Volcanion into EX level HP for only 1 prize. Then we play 3 copies of Floatstone, and the Floatstones are always going to be on Volcanion. Sometimes you'll have to put it on Hoopa just to get it out of the active. And then we just play the 11 copies of the basic Fire Energy. So we're going to go right into a battle in a second, just so we can see what kind of hands we can draw and hopefully get a couple wins out for you guys. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of this profile, and if you want to see more profiles like this. So let's jump right into a battle, and we're just going to jump on the versus ladder, make sure we got the Volcanion for the League Cup, and hopefully we can find some pretty decent matches. I know on the versus ladder it can be kind of tough. You can see here I only have 100, and that's because I really haven't been playing. Oh, looks like we probably have a mirror match. Oh, this should be interesting. I call tails every time. There we go. Yes, I would absolutely like to go first. I always like going up against the mirror just because wow, this is a pretty ideal start. I like the mirror because I like to compare deck lists just to see what they're playing, what they're not playing. So I always start with this Volcanion, and then I got the EX, I got an Energy, I got a Trainer's Mail, I got a Shaman. Whew. This can't be any better. I could always be better. Could have started Hoopa with all this stuff, obviously. Okay, so I'm gonna attach. I'm gonna play the Trainer's Mail. I'm gonna grab the belt. I'm gonna attach the belt, and then I'm gonna first turn Steam up just to have it on the bench already, and then grab one extra card with the Shaman for 4. Okay, I don't really like this hand, but I don't think my opponent has anything because he started with the Volcanion, so I'm just gonna play the 1 copy of Puzzle, and I want that Ultra Ball next turn for the Hoopa. And with that, I'm just gonna pass turn. Now, I probably should have played the N, but because my opponent started with the EX, I don't think he has a very decent hand. Of course, I can be wrong, but it's just reading the plays that I have. Plus, next turn I have the Sycamore anyway, and I'm gonna be able to search for Hoopa if it's in the deck. And it'll be our first opportunity to look to see what's in there. Trainer's Mail for a fail. I hate Town Map. People love playing it, especially online. I get to see cards that you got here. A Belt, Ranger, and Fire Energy. Volcanion, and yeah. I gotta admit, I do like this start a lot. A lot. Let's see, Skyla for Ultra Ball would be my guess. Yep. We get to see if he plays the Hoopa or not. I don't dislike Skyla. I just don't like using my supporter to search for an item because then I have nothing left. Okay. Ooh, Shaman for 6. That's pretty good. I was afraid it was a Shaman. Okay. Which is not too bad. I do want to get rid of his baby Volcanions. That way he has to, if he's going to set up this Volcanion, it's going to be the hard way. He already has 2, so Power Heater for 20. I do not mind at all. Okay. Now we're going to Ultra Ball. And we're going to get rid of these 2. We're going to get it back with Via Seeker anyway. Hoopa is there. Got all my Volcanion EXs. 3 elixirs, 1 retrieval prized, 1 Ultra Ball prized, 1 Lysander prized, and 1 Fire Energy prized. That's just off the top of my head. Oh no, I got a Lysander in hand. So let's see. So I'm not going to grab the Shaman. I'm actually going to grab 2 Volcanion EXs. Just because I like having 3 to deal max damage. And he gives up. Awesome. I don't even want to look at his deck. We're just going to go right back into another battle. Now we get to go against a fire and a colorless. I'm going to assume that this is Tyranitar. I was thinking of the name Cyndaquil. Tyranitar with Talonflame. Now this is not a very good start for me. Not one bit. Especially if he started Talonflame. I do have the N. Oh, Houndoom. Mill. I'm not going to play either one of these cards. I am just going to play N. The one good thing about this matchup is that Volcanion does hit it for weakness, so it's not too bad. I gotta get 2 of these EXs set up as soon as possible because he will start milling me out very, very fast. So we're gonna go 1, 2, and Shaman. Now, pretty much after this turn, I'm gonna stop looking through my deck because I don't want to spend any more resources because he's gonna start milling me pretty fast. That is not a good opening hand, but we're gonna have to pass for right now. Maybe he's not playing the male version since he attached the Spirit Link. Is he gonna try to Mega Evolve with Shrine of Memories? Maybe. Okay, my turn. This is not very good. I'm gonna have to play this N. Or maybe not. His hand's pretty bad. I think I'm just gonna Sycamore this entire hand away. Yeah. Still no switch, which is really bad. If I had a way to switch, it'd be GG. It's okay, next turn. I gotta believe that next turn will be there. It's not gonna matter if you Mega Evolves or not, because if I attack for 130, it's hitting for 260. Now we're hoping for a Tails. Nah, heads. I do gotta admit, this artwork on this Mega Houndoom is pretty nice. Too bad it's pretty bad. Okay. I got the switch, so I'm gonna attach here. I'm gonna use this card against him. Do I want the Alexa? I think I want the Float Stone instead. Yeah. That'll pick up a knockout. And then next turn I'll just switch free retreat. And there's another victory. I still would like to get a good match in, because those two matches were bad. So we're just gonna continue to climb this ladder. Now, I know that the full art card at the end, we got Psychic Colorless, Thinking Mewtwo. I know that the full art card at the end is the Nurse Joy card, Pokemon Center Lady. So I'm not really going to push it, plus there's only like 6 days left. I don't really like that card too much. I mean, it is a good card, but nah, I'm not going to chase it. Okay, not a terrible start, not ideal at all, not terrible, especially if it is Mewtwo, because they do play Garbodor, just as I thought. So I'm gonna attach here, I'm gonna play Fail. I'm just gonna Shaman for 3 right now. So here we got Grass, Water, Steel, and Lightning. To be honest with you guys, no idea what that is. Steel, it could be the Electrode deck with Grass and Water. I have no idea. Okay, here we go. Not the ideal start, but I guess we can work with it. We do got the Sycamore just in case. We got the Mail. Hopefully when we Mail, we grab an Ultra Ball. Jolteon is a big problem for this deck. Very, very big problem. I think I'm gonna grab the N. just in case I grab nothing, because I don't want to Sycamore away a Sycamore and a VS Seeker. But I do want the Ultra Ball. And I did not get it, so I'm just gonna end. Yeah, Jolteon, big problem for this deck. Big. So we'll attach here, play the Hoopa, which was a pretty fortuitous draw. We'll grab 2 Volcanion EXs and a Shadabay Shaman EX. We will bench here, attach here, Shaman for 3, and hopefully we get the baby Volcanion, which we did not, of course. So I'm just going to hard attach down here and pass. I cannot play that second Shaman because I need bench space. Oddish, Regice, ugh, all the hate. Because he's playing Vileplume, I am glad that I got to attach the Float Stones, because that would have been pretty disgusting. And I'm okay with it. I mean, I had the Sycamore, it's okay. I mean, obviously he's looking for Forest of the Giant Plants to start evolving. Lysander, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with all this so far. Hopefully he doesn't. He literally just played it. Just threw away that level ball. For Shaman for 3. Delinquent, I'm okay with that as well. He is really overextending. Well, not really overextending. He is looking for that stadium very, very badly. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Alright, let's steam up. And then I think I'm just gonna Sycamore. Well, if I'm gonna Sycamore, let me Retrieval. And then steam up again. And then do I want to Escape Rope and see what he'll give me? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and Escape Rope just to see what he'll give me. He'll probably end up giving me this Jolteon anyway. But we'll see. Oh no. Okay, so we'll promote this one. And then I'm just going to Sycamore. What I got here. And then I'm going to, I'm gonna get rid of Parallel and Shaman. Grab Volcanion. I'm gonna retreat for free. Play Energy Retrieval to attach. Now this is doing 30, 60, 80. To this Glaceon, which is absolutely nothing. So, and there's nothing to attach. I think I'm gonna go double puzzle to get back Trainer's Mail and a VS Seeker. We're gonna play grab this elixir. Yeah, do want to grab the elixir, see how fast we can load this up. And with that, we're just gonna power heater for the 80. Okay, got the gloom. That tells me he has nothing in his hand. But I'm okay with that. Let's see. Okay, obviously I'm gonna play the switch. I'm gonna steam up. I am going to be a seeker for the Sycamore and grab myself brand new 7 cards. Oh no, no, no. 60. Attach here. And then we will max elixir and connect to this one. So I'm doing for 90, that's 170. That's the knockout right there. Plus I get to load some of these up. I will this one and this one. And we'll grab these 2 prizes. Ultra Ball, Flowstone. Don't need either one of those. Oh, that's not good. Plus no more item cards. And an N. I'm okay with the N because my hand wasn't that great. I had the Lysander. It's okay. I'm okay with this hand right now. I think I'm gonna pretend to have nothing. Oh, I misplayed. I should have attached, retreated, and then, yeah. Alright, I'll get a chance to do it this turn. So I will attach, retreat, then I will steam up, and play the Ranger, which was a big misplay on my part. There's the knockout there. Big, big misplay. That could have cost me a ton. So I cannot play this via Seeker or the Mail. There's a victory. So that misplay could have got to me, but thankfully it did not. So this is going to be the end of the video, or the last couple of minutes of the video. As you can see, this deck can be very powerful. We played against 3 very different decks, and it got through all of them just fine. I mean, I know that on this ladder it's hard to tell just because a lot of bad players play on this game for whatever reason. As you see, my Vulpix and Ninetales. Let me know down below in the comments what you guys think about this video, any changes you think I should make to my list. Here, let's open it up so you guys can look at it. Here, let's come over here, get another look at the deck. Here you go. Yeah, let me know what you guys think down below. And like I said, I'm sorry that I haven't uploaded. I know I had a couple people ask me about why I haven't been posting videos. I'm still here. I'm not quitting YouTube or anything, especially since I just started. Like I said, I'm a table games dealer in Las Vegas. So this time is very, very busy for us. So I just took about a week and a half, almost 2 weeks off to really focus on my work And like I said, I was playing a lot of the VGC, building my team. If you guys play the VGC as well as the TCG, let me know down below what your team is and whatnot. And until next time, guys, Professor Lou is out. I wish you guys the best holidays ever. Happy New Year's, happy holidays, and thank you guys for watching.